It's the first major timber sale on national forest land since the spotted owl controversy, and the old-growth timber is fetching high prices. In November, Congress released more than 1 billion board feet of old-growth timber for sale in Oregon. It is a compromise with environmentalists concerned about the spotted owl habitat. They successfully filed injunctions preventing the harvest of certain national forest lands until a compromise was worked out. Today, at the Mount Hood National Forest offices, more than 30 timber company representatives competed for what they say is a scarce commodity.
The Forest had a sale last week that brought $1,300 1,000 board feet, which is just an exceptional price.
Forest Service officials say some timber companies may go out of business unless they can get a steady supply of old growth.
Oregon Republican Congressman Denny Smith says he doesn't think his career will be harmed by charges he lobbied for protection of savings and loans while he was a director of one of them. Smith represents Oregon's 5th District. He responded yesterday to revelations in Sunday's Oregonian that he not only campaigned for leniency for thrift directors, but also sought civil immunity for himself.
You don't just stop everything you're doing when you become a public figure. It was not, I mean, I checked with the Ethics Committee. Could I, in fact, serve as a director on American Federal's board as a member of Congress? And they said yes.
Smith said he simply went to bat for savings and loan directors. He says they were, quote, being hounded by regulators.
Grants Pass developer Gentry McKinney has been sentenced to serve 5 years in prison and pay a fine of $2.6 million for laundering money that federal authorities tied to drug dealing. The 68-year-old McKinney will report to prison March 1st. He was convicted of 61 counts of structuring cash transactions to avoid federal reporting. He's never explained where that cash came from. He's a former partner in the Riverside Inn Motel and Restaurant in Grants Pass.
Blazer Ramon Ramos remains in critical condition this afternoon as Oregon State Police investigate a report he was in a race with a new blue Thunderbird before he crashed. That account comes from truck driver Rich Wilson.
And I mean, they went by me just, whew, the car was gone. I mean, they were you know, going. Within 10, 15 seconds, I couldn't even see taillights. So you knew they were moving pretty fast, and then I'd say probably, you know, 4 or 5 minutes later, I came upon the scene of the wreck.
Wilson said he never saw the T-Bird again. He said police questioned him about the car yesterday afternoon.
Arson is the suspected cause of yesterday's 3-alarm fire in northwest Portland. Fire officials estimate the damage done at $150,000. The building was a vacant apartment. Homeless persons reportedly used the building as shelter.